Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about AFL predictions for this coming season. So we'll have our first game, I think, at the end of next month, I think it is. So we're going to have a little talk about who's going to make the 8, who's not going to make the 8. So I've done a bit of a list. I'm not going to concentrate too much on the bottom teams. I think not much has changed talent-wise from last year. So I've got Hawthorn winning the wooden spoon. They've got a lot of rebuilding to do at Hawthorn. They've got a lot of good young players, but they don't have much experience going on at the moment. So I've got them to win the wooden spoon. I can't see West Coast improving too much from last year. I know they had a terrible run with injuries, but they're all over 33, 34. They've got lots and lots of talent, but I think they're too old, too slow at the moment. I can't see North doing too much. So I've got North at third last. Again, they're on a rebuild. New coach might help. Giants, I can't see the Giants improving too much. So I've got them coming just above North. Adelaide, I like Adelaide. Adelaide always give you a good try, but they just don't have the talent at the moment. Essendon, I can't see Essendon doing too much more than last year as well, even with Tippy coming back. And I got the Saints. I think the Saints are really underperforming, so I've got them. They don't have a forward line to rely on. We've then got the Suns, and the Suns should be trying to make the 8 this year, but I just can't see them doing it. But I'm sure that in clubland, that's what they'd be. That'll be their pass mark. Bulldogs to just miss the 8. Again, pretty disappointing year last year. I don't think they do too much complaining, too much whinging. I've got Collingwood just to miss the 8. Now, I know Collingwood played really well last year, but there was 10 games that they won under a kick. If they'd lost 3-4 of those, they would have missed the 8. So they're definitely playing better. Now, the argument against that is that they could keep winning again. But I think they're just going to miss the 8. Now we get into the 8. Now I'll do the top 4. So I've got Port making the 8 this year. I think with a couple of their players, Connor Rozee and that, are getting a little bit older. They had a really tough draw last year. So they were 5-0 at the start of the year and then still nearly made the 8. So I think they've got a better draw this year. I can see them being 3-2 in the first 5 games this year. Carlton, as long as they stay fit, they've already had a couple of injuries already, but they were one of the most impressive teams last year. They were just killed by injuries, so I can see them. Richmond, I think, is definitely going to make the 8. Okay, they've still got a lot of stars. And then I've got Sydney coming in at 5th. So again, Sydney is like one of those teams that always give you a good red hot go. So the top 4, I've got Freo. So I think Freo will be a little bit better this year if they can keep playing the way some of the games that they played last year were really high quality football. I think Melbourne's going to bounce back. From all reports, they're trained really well in the off-season. They all look fantastically fit. The Lions, the Lions have to make a grand final this year. I think with the talent that they've got and bowing out in the finals all the time, they have to prove that they can make it to a grand final this year. And then the same team to beat is Geelong. They not only have they traded really well and improved their ranks, but they're all keen and hungry, and So I think Geelong are definitely the team to beat again. So there we go, guys. That's what I have as my predictions for this year of footy. Please leave a comment if you disagree, or have a comment about what you think. But yeah, I think Collingwood's the only outlier. They're right on the cusp. I think they could make the 8, or they might just miss it. But anyway, have a great time. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you then.